Hello Nikki, hello Transport Evolve, it's Friday. Car names, yeah, it does get complex quite quickly. I think you're right, maybe they do have to make names up, but the Nissan Blob Blob Blob, or the Nissan Blob, which would obviously be its shortened form, probably not the best one to go with if I was Nissan, although they have gone with the Cube, the Nissan Cube, but that does kind of make sense because it is a bit like a cube with wheels. Not sure I agree with you with the geeky names, because what is a cool geeky name for you is kind of a head slap. I can't believe they did that for other people. It's so hard to get something like that right. The only reason I think Tesla is doing okay is because Tesla has a wider meaning in the world other than Nikola Tesla. And to be honest, I think if more people knew of the background of Nikola Tesla and what he stood for, which was free energy, the sharing of wealth, those more communistic, socialistic type philosophies, Tesla might have a bit more of a problem with getting some media attention. And that might be a bit of a minefield waiting to happen for Tesla. So you can already see there's a negative side to names like that. So overall, I think geeky names probably have a more net negative effect than net positive effect. Nick Clegg, yeah, you're right. He doesn't know the breadth of what is out there. He's probably aware of the Leaf and the Zoe because he probably went along to the launches, but he doesn't know everyone that's out there, and he has to make decisions very, very quickly and opinions very, very quickly, and probably got told the wrong thing by his advisors. Those advisor roles tend to be filled with people who do have agendas, and at the moment, the green world, while it is up and coming, doesn't have the power of the old power industry world, the oil and the gas world. The Model S updates, I do love that over-the-air updates, and some other cars do have it. We got a Nissan Leaf update over the air a little while ago when our sat-nav started going funny. It was something to do with one of the feeds it got in was confusing the system, so they updated that over the air. So Tesla aren't the only people that are doing it, but they're the only people doing it on the scale that they can do it. And that's because they've built the system from the ground up, whereas the Leaf is using the same system that other Nissan cars use. What features could they add? Well, obviously they're limited to only what they can do in software, but with a car like the Model S, that's quite a lot. And the two features I would really like to see are as follows. Valet mode for the Model S. From what I'm aware, the Model S doesn't have a proper valet mode, limiting the car to, say, 25 miles an hour and changing the top speed, the 0 to 60 of the car. I think a lot of Model S drivers would really like that. The other one might be a little out of left field, but the Model S, at least in the UK, has cruise control, and in Europe, I'm not sure about America, I presume it does, but cruise control is traditionally set by speed. You say, I am going at 50 miles an hour, I want to continue at 50 miles an hour, regardless of terrain. On an electric car, I would actually rather be able to set that by efficiency. I am travelling at 350 watt-hours per mile, and that is what I set. So regardless of terrain, the car only ever puts in 350 watt-hours per mile. But it means I know exactly how much power my car is using regardless of terrain. And that's something I really believe Tesla should do. And every other manufacturer should do. Do it. Go on, Tesla, do it. What was I going to talk to you about? I wrote a story last evening, about car tax in the UK. I'm going to call it car tax because everyone calls it car tax. It's actually vehicle exercise duty. It's a tax we pay once a year that directly relates to how much emissions in terms of CO2 our car puts out. The more CO2 your car puts out, the more you pay as this yearly fee. The idea being is it encourages you to get a cleaner car. It used to be based on engine size, and a lot of people still believe it's based on engine size, but it's not. It's to do with emissions now. Electric cars don't pay, which is great. Now, a study or a questionnaire that a particular website had done has come out that says a lot of people don't know that it's now related to emissions, which is a problem, and even more people don't care that it's related to emissions, and it doesn't actually encourage them to get a more efficient car. But I'd love to get your view and Transport Evolve's view on what system they think would be better, or if they think the current system is good and that this survey was just a bit weird. So let me know. Have a wonderful weekend, Nikki. Have a wonderful weekend, Transport Evolved. I shall see you all on Monday. Goodbye.